Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Indie Comics Review. This week I've got 3 indie comic books from recent weeks. I'm going to review them and give you my opinion. And at the end, I'm going to be giving away a copy of Amazing Spider-Man, not Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider Shadow, the variant cover by Ron Lim. But before that, let's get some reviews done. So, first book is Girls of Dimension X. It is from Aftershock Comics and written by Graham Nolan and illustrated by Brett Blevins. Okay, so Brett Blevins' art, first of all, is reminiscent of like a kind of a Danger Girl meets Archie kind of a vibe. He's over 40 years of drawing experience in painting and animation and all that, and he's done tons of work for Marvel, I should say, and for DC. Okay, so this begins with 4 young women. They're invited to live in an old graystone, a graystone in New York City, by a mysterious woman that who they don't know each other, but the woman knows them. She has her attorney meet them at her house, and she's not there, and he explains to them the rules of the house. And among those rules is there's a stipulation that they can never enter this one room. So of course, they're going to have to enter that room. I mean, this would not be a book or a series that they enter that room. It'd probably be a series, but it'd be a very different series. So anyway, so one night after the lawyer leaves, they're hanging out, drinking and getting to know each other, when 2 of them decide to go to Long Beach the next day to do some surfing up at Long Beach. But before they did that, they decided to go check out the forbidden room. Once inside, weird shit starts to happen, and they kind of write it off to just like having too much wine or whatever. The next day, on the way back from surfing in Long Beach, and they were wearing only like their bathing suits and wet t-shirts for some reason, they experience even more odd things when they're like accosted by this group of thuggish guys who are just trying to assault them and get all over them and stuff. And some things happen, and it comes to light that these women, these young girls, have some sort of powers. One is like I think telekinetic and has telepathy, and one is able to manipulate elements. So it's some things that they get into there. And this is really a delightful book. I love Blevins' art, and it has a light, adventurous tone that's just kind of adorable. And then the colorist, even Gregory Wright, he does a great job too. I mean, it's just such a good effort on this book. It was one of my favorites from the week, clearly. You're looking for something that's kind of, I don't know, I said that whole Archie and Danger Girl kind of a vibe. It is somewhere between that. He definitely has Blevins definitely has a style to the way he draws his women, and it's pretty cool, and it works well with this book, and I can see it being pretty successful. So yeah, I'd give it definitely a thumbs up for the Girls of Dimension 13. The next book is Minky Woodcock, The Girl Who Electrified Tesla. That's on Titan Comics. That is written and illustrated by Cynthia Von Bueller. Minky Woodcock is a fictional character created by by Cynthia Von Bueller, but she operates a detective agency back in an era when women didn't do such things, and her father is like having an illness right now. He's suffering from pretty much a terminal disease from cancer. And she runs into all the disrespect, misogyny, and outright sexual assault that a woman you would imagine would run into in that era. She's hired by J.P. Morgan Jr., to find out stuff on Nikola Tesla. Morgan's father, at least, had bought out Thomas Edison, and or at least he became owner of all the Edison's company. And he's especially interested in finding out about this death ray that allegedly that Tesla has created. So Mickey finds a way to meet Tesla while he's feeding the pigeons. Tesla loves animals, especially pigeons, and his nemesis Thomas Edison knew this, and he was constantly making these sadistic exhibitions where he would try to show the public how dangerous Tesla's AC current was by electrocuting animals like dogs and horses and even people. This would sometimes backfire and make Edison look bad. Thank God. But anyway, Mickey gets to know him and starts to pump him for information. So she even does some investigating of her own, like going to check out the J.P. Morgan's two rapey sons who are in the OSS, and they're hanging out on a yacht with Josephine Baker, who is also a spy. So a lot of stuff you find out in here that's like there's rumors, and then then she has this little part at the end after the story's over where she talks about fact and fiction, and she talks about how she kind of melds these historical figures, with a fictional story that she wrote. And at some point you can't tell where fact ends and fiction begins. And if you get to that point, then the author has pretty much succeeded. So at a point I was like, oh, did this really happen? But at the end I was like, oh yeah, that's right, because there's so much legend around Tesla. I was thinking like, well, maybe this woman did exist. But a lot of the occurrences that happen in the book are actual fact. Mickey Woodcock, the girl who electrified Tesla, I think I'm not sure how many issues it is, but it's a limited series. She's also done another series about Houdini. I probably have to go out and check that out too, because this is a really engaging story in every way with the art and the story. So definitely recommend this book. The last book is Shadow Man #1. This is from Valiant Comics, and it's written by Cullen Bunn and illustrated by John Davis Hunt. It's a much delayed book, The Shadow Man. I think it was solicited like in mid to late 2020. A lot of delays. Sometimes it happens with books, but like the thing with the Sandman lock and key book last week, it was a similar kind of problems. But it's finally here, and it's really good. Shadow Man is Jack Boniface. He's like a protector of this world, and he protects this world from beings which float over from the dead side, which is filled with demons and the like, who are constantly trying to break through the veil and do harm to the living. We open with him battling a demon that has broken through, and this demon has murdered like several masqueraders in New Orleans, where Shadow Man hangs out, where all the full of supernatural happenings, corruption and partiers and just you name it. New Orleans is just this perfect setting for Shadow Man. As he's fighting this demon, the demon is ranting about some woman that he's trying to find, and of course Shadow Man doesn't know what he's talking about, and he just pretty much makes short work of the demon and cuts his throat with this scythe. Soon after, Shadow Man encounters Baron Samedi, the King of the Death, who apparently is trying to give him a tip on what the demon was after. The tip leads him to this plantation home of this woman named Elizabeth Martinique, a wealthy old woman who gets her freak on by practicing the dark arts. So Shadow Man crashes the party of the old girl and not trusting Samedi, but he senses that he's on the right track. But he's just not quite sure why his enemy is helping him. After passing waiters serving blood to guests and the like, Jack changes into a Shadow Man form, and he goes down to the lower level to investigate what's going on, and that's where the real party is. There's like all kinds of people doing rituals, and I won't go into the details of that. That's where the book pretty much hits the interesting part. But this version of Shadow Man seems to be a little more powerful than the previous versions. Bunn's words and Davis Hunt's art work really well together. And there have been many I don't know how many versions, maybe, or how many volumes rather, of Shadow Man. There's been 3, 4, at least 4, I think, or 5. I'm not sure. I have to double check. But judging from the sales of this one, I think it's kind of caught people flat-footed. Maybe they didn't expect it to be this good, or maybe the expectation of over a year caused it to sell out. But this book is really hard to find. I was able to get one copy from my local comic shop, and I haven't been able to find any different covers, or even that same cover that I got anywhere else. So if you can find this book, definitely check out Shadow Man. So that is all for the reviews this week. I know I said I would have an artist alley this week, but honestly, just couldn't get around to it this week. But I know several people have been inquiring about where to send their books they want reviewed, like to my post office box. So I'm gonna put my post office box up here, so you guys can send any book that you may make yourself, or that you know someone who makes a book and you've got a copy that you can send me, and I will definitely review it as soon as I can get around to it. I'll leave the address in the links below, in the captions and links below too, so you'll be able to get that. Now, I'll do that definitely every review video. I'll leave that link. Now, we get to the part where I give away a comic book. This week, as I said before, it's going to be Spider-Man Spider Shadow, the Ron Lim version, the Ron Lim variant, and I've got my trusty glass of people who commented on last week's video, all mixed up and ready to be chosen. So let's see who it's going to be. Alright, they're nice and big this time so I can read them. And it is, I knew it was going to be somebody I couldn't pronounce. Okay, it's, the winner is, it's a 9 thing. ITSAN 9 So that's who you are. Then send your info to me, and at my email address, which I'll leave also down the link below, and I'll get that book out to you ASAP. So yeah, that's going to do it for this week. I'll be having the haul video coming up tomorrow, which is Wednesday, yeah, so that's it. So thanks for stopping by. Don't forget the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notifications button, or turn on notifications, so you know when I make my next video. So until next time, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in my next video. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up.